Hello everyone and welcome to CashFree. My name is Suhas, a mobile engineer at CashFree. Today we will be exploring on how to integrate a Flutter plugin into a Flutter project. As you are already aware, Flutter is an open source SDK. It is being used by developers to develop solutions for different operating systems using a single code base for iOS, Android, and web applications. And currently, our Flutter SDK supports only Android and iOS integrations. The CashFree's Flutter SDK allows you to integrate CashFree's payment gateway into your application and start collecting payments from your customers. It has been designed to minimize the complexity of handling and integrating payments in your Flutter project. Here, I have the Flutter SDK documentation page open that will guide us through the integration process. So the very first step is to create an account with CashFree and generate the API keys. To do that, visit cashfree.com and create your account. Once your account is created, click on Login. Ensure that you give your correct email address and password and log in to the dashboard. Once you are logged in successfully, click on Try Test Environment of the payment gateway. Then click on Credentials. Then generate your credentials. This generates two values. One of them is the app ID and the other one is the secret key. We will be using these two values further in our integration process. Let's jump back to the documentation page. The next step is to integrate the CashFree SDK in your application. To do that, you have to add this dependency. So copy this. Open your application. So this is the sample application that we have created. Open your pubspec.yaml file. Go to dependencies and paste it over here. Then open your terminal. Do a quick ls to ensure that you are on the same folder as that of this pubspec.yaml file. Then use this command. This will download all the dependencies into your Flutter project. The next step is to add few permissions for Android project. So the first permission is an internet permission. So copy this. Go to your Android project. Go to app, src, main, and open this Android manifest.xml and paste it after this manifest file. The next step is to set this tools node attribute to merge. So copy this. Go back to this XML file, go to application and paste it over here. In order for this tools node attribute to work, we also have to add another permission. Go to our FAQs, copy this XML-NS tools and add it inside this manifest. Ensure that there is no space here. So this completes the second step. The third step is to generate a token. So the CF token generation has to be done from your backend. Please note that this has to be strictly a server to a server call and this should never be part of your Flutter application as it exposes your secret key. So in order to make this request, you can make use of this URL in case of test environment or this URL in case of production environment. And the request of the body should consist of order ID, order amount, and order currency. Along with the body, you also have to send few headers. One of them is the X client ID, which is your app ID. The other one is the X client secret, that is your secret key. So we will be making use of this test environment, and we will be mocking this request using Postman. So let's jump to Postman. I've already set up everything: order ID, order amount, and order currency as the body, as well as the headers, as well as the link, the test link. I'll change this order ID and do a send. So this generates a CF token. We will be making use of the CF token to initiate the payment. So the next step is to initiate the payment. The payment initiation step has to be done from your Flutter project. So let's jump to our Flutter project. Open your Dart file. So we will be invoking the payment function inside this button tap handler function. So Cashfree provides a list of methods that can be invoked to initiate the payment. One of them is the do payment method, which we will be using in our case to initiate the payment using a web checkout flow. And it can be invoked like this: Cashfree PG SDK dot do payment. Let's go back to the documentation to understand more about this method. If you scroll down under web checkout, you will find this do payment method. As you can see here, it takes in an input of type map, string, and dynamic. And as you can also see here, it returns a future of type map, dynamic. So once the payment is complete, whether it is a successful payment or if it is a failed payment, or if it is cancelled by the user, the response will be sent back to the merchant or to the developer using this future. So let's create this input parameter first. Let's copy this and paste it here. Scroll down in the documentation and you'll find this. So this is the input parameter that we have to send. It should consist of all these key value pairs: order ID, order amount, customer name, and so on. Many of these are mandatory fields, and along with this, we also have to send the token data. So let's get this done. The app ID has to be the ID that we generated earlier. So let's copy this and paste it here. So the value of the stage has to be either test or it has to be prod. In our case, since we are using the test environment, we'll keep it as test. So all of these data are mandatory data. Apart from this, you can also give order note. This is a mandatory field. Sorry, this is an optional field. And you can also set notify URL. So this notify URL is more like a webhook. Once the payment is complete, the response will be sent back to the URL mentioned here. And this is an optional field. So let's run the app for now. So this is the sample app. Now if I click on proceed to pay, nothing will happen. As you can see here, the order ID is empty and token data is empty, and they are mandatory fields. So once the user clicks on this proceed to pay, a call has to be made from your Flutter app to your backend, and your backend has to in turn make a call to Cashfree's backend and generate the token. And this CF token has to be passed back to the Flutter application, and it has to be used as value to this token data key. So we will be mocking this using Postman. So let's jump to Postman and create another order. Copy this and paste it here and make the order ID as. Let us also handle the response. So like I said earlier, since it's a future, we can handle it like this. We'll paste it here. And let us also print the result in a more readable manner. Now let's run the app again. So now I'll be clicking on this proceed to pay. So this opens up a web view, and this is the UI provided by Cashfree. And this consists of all the payment options that the user can use to make payments. Here I will be using this test wallet. Since this is a test environment, Cashfree provides us with a simulator in order to mock the responses. So I'll just be making this payment as a successful payment. And this is the response that the user gets back because of this feature. So the response consists of signature, transaction time, transaction status, order amount, reference ID, the payment mode that was used, order ID, and the transaction message. Among all this, signature is a very important field. Using this signature, you can verify if the response is coming from Cashfree and if it is a valid response. You can make use of our documentation to verify the signature. If the verification of the signature fails, you should not change the order status to successful. So apart from this, if you don't want to use the UI provided by Cashfree, we also support seamless web checkout. You can create your own UI and send these extra parameters as the input parameter. So for card payment, you can send these extra parameters. And for net banking payment, you can send these extra parameters. For wallet, you can send these extra parameters. For UPI, you can send these extra parameters. And for PayPal, you can send this extra parameter. And apart from this, we also support UPI intent. To initiate this UPI intent, you have to add an extra permission to iOS project. So let's copy this. Go to your iOS project. Or open your iOS project. In Xcode or any editor of your choice. Go to your info.plist file. Open this as source code. And paste it somewhere here. So this adds the permission to initiate or use this PhonePe or Tez or Paytm. Currently in iOS we support PhonePe, Tez and Paytm, and in Android we support most of the installed UPI apps. So in this UPI intent, you can make payment directly by using one of your installed UPI app. And to initiate this payment, you can make use of this UPI payment function. Similar to the previous function, it takes in an input and it returns a future. So let's do this. We'll initiate the do UPI payment function. So instead of this, you can make it as do UPI payment. And handling of the responses will still be the same. Let's create another order. Let's copy this. And we'll rerun the app. So this is the UI provided by CashFree for the UPI intent payment method. So since this is a test environment, I will be making use of this test UPI. I have all these apps installed: Google Pay, PhonePe, Paytm, so hence they are being shown. If you don't have any of these installed in your phone, it will not be shown here. I'll be clicking on this test UPI, and this is again a simulator that comes up. I will be making this payment again as a successful payment. As you can see here, again it gives out the response similar to the previous one: transaction message, reference ID, payment mode, transaction status, order ID and order amount. So you can make use of production environment and make actual payments. In case you don't want to use the UI provided by CashFree, we also support seamless UPI intent. You can create your own UI and you can make use of all these functions to initiate the payment. So we have also given a method called get UPI apps. This returns the list of all the installed UPI apps in your phone, and this returns a map. As you can see here, the value is a list of map string. It consists of 3 keys. Each value or each object consists of 3 keys: display name, ID and icon. You can convert this base64 string to an image and show the icon, and you have to send this ID as app name parameter inside the input parameter, and this will directly open the installed UPI app or the respective UPI app. Apart from this, if you have any suggestions or if you have any other queries, please write to us at techsupport@cashfree.com. Thank you and have a nice day.